What's up, YouTube? It's your boy SSG Coop back with another video on the channel today. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen our thoughts about Kaylani Jordan win the TNA Knockouts World Championship and our Jasmine Nix analysis video we did and posted up earlier today. Right now, we are about to do our NXT No Mercy predictions. So we got 5 matches on the card. Got 5 matches. We're going to tell you what's going to happen, what you're going to see, who's your winner. I don't know if these matches are in order. I frankly don't give a fuck. But first, we got Javon Evans and Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs has been trying to vie for the NXT Championship that's held by Obafemi. He split from, I can't even think of my man's name. His tag team partner, and I like them as a tag team. But Javon Evans is the YN wrestler. This is your new modern black AJ Styles. He's great. He just wrestled Sami Zayn for the United States Championship last night. He was on TNA. This kid's going places. I'm going Javon Evans to win. What does this win tell that he will vouch for? We don't know. We don't know. Next, we have a weaponized steel cage match between Jordynne Grace and Blake Monroe. These two have been at each other's heads since Blake Monroe left AEW and came to the WWE. Now, if y'all watched Blake Monroe's work as Mariah May in AEW and probably Stardom, or probably before that, I know who she was before all of that. She and Toni Storm probably put on one of the best stories that was told in AEW history. The Hollywood ending was fucking fantastic. It did exactly what it needed to do. Mariah May knew she could do all she could do in AEW by winning the title and eventually losing to the person that she lost it to. So, she came to the WWE, showed up on NXT, started feuding with the Juggernaut in a weaponized cage match. She beat her in the last, what was that, Heat Wave. Does Jordynne Grace get the win back in this weaponized cage match? If you have Blake Monroe win this cage match, you're solidifying her as your top villain in your women's division. They need to do their studying. I don't know if Shawn Michaels watches AEW, but he needs to know what Blake Monroe is as a villain. She beats the shit out of people with heeled shoes until they bleed. She's gruesome. She's violent. She can be that. And who gets what after that? Because I don't see no way in hell that Blake Monroe doesn't win the NXT Championship. If not going into the last quarter of this year, she'll be NXT Women's Champion going into 2026 at whatever NXT event they have that's on the WrestleMania weekend. This match should be fun. Excuse me. This match should be fun. It's going to be violent. It's going to be chaotic. I don't expect no interference in it because neither of them are tied to anybody. I'm going with Blake Monroe to beat Jordynne Grace again in this weaponized steel cage match. Will we see blood? Who knows? Blake Monroe ain't no like stranger to blood. When you're on AEW television, you're gonna eventually bleed. That's just how they do. Because you know that Tony Khan is a fucking sucker for seeing his wrestlers bleed and giving that type of hardcore edge and all that bullshit and blah blah blah. Next we have, I don't give a fuck about this match. The WWE Women's Speed Championship. Somebody in the comment section let me know what the fuck is a Women's Speed Championship? What did this Speed Championship represent? And why should I give a fuck about it on an NXT PLV? Why? Don't get me wrong. The champion, I love the champion. So Ruka, this black woman is putting incredible work. She's great. And you got Lainey Reed. Now, if y'all was watching NXT, they killed off Jasmine Nix on NXT television because she didn't want to resign a new deal. They offered a new contract. She said no. Is Lainey Reed going to take the Jasmine Nix spot in Fatal Influence? Because JC Jane Show came out there and congratulated her and stuff like that, like on some recruitment type shit. But I don't expect this match to go more than 10 minutes. Lainey Reed is going to catch a soul snatcher, and that's that. That's that. So Ruka retains. Next, we have Ethan Page defending the NXT North American Championship against Tavion Heights. I forgot what review I had did when I praise Tavion Heisen, saying like, dude is real good. He's good. He may not have the overall like natural charisma or the like natural character ability, but he's solid in the ring in what he does. Ethan Page, I'm not big on Ethan Page, but I think he's a great promo. He plays a good villain, and I actually like the work that he's done with the North American Championship with Chelsea Green on his side. And this is around the time where Chelsea Green should be the United States champion. This should be the time. Chelsea Green's over as fuck, and she's a villain. But they chant, we want Chelsea. But that's besides the point. Ethan Page retains. I don't think it's time you pull the trigger on Tavion Heights as North American champion, because who are you going to give him to? And the fact that Ethan Page, I ain't going to say barely defends the title, that he defends the title on when he says it is good because of who he is, it makes sense. But Ethan Page is going to retain. Next, we have the NXT Championship. Obafemi defends against Ricky Saints. I'm literally 50-50 on this one. Do you have Ricky Saints be the one to stop the conqueror? The NXT conqueror that is Obafemi? Or does Ricky Saints fall in line with everybody else? You ain't big enough to beat the 310-pound Nigerian NXT champion. It should be a fun match. It's definitely going to be a fun match. Despite the fact Obafemi is 100 pounds heavier than Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks ain't no bitch, and he's gonna fight him. He's gonna fight him. But in the end, I am expecting Obafemi to retain and go over. I'm not gonna even put into thought who I can think can stop Obafemi. No one looks good going against him. And I don't know if this is the main event. I just know that these are the matches. We got JC Jane. Well, ugly, crooked nose, eagle beak having ass versus Lola Vice for the NXT Women's Championship. My heart says Lola Vice, but my mind says JC Jane. I admit, JC Jane is good at being a villain, good at making you hate her for the right reason. But all you got is Fallon Henley in your corner now. 3 against 1 sounds better against 2 against 1. And the fact that you always know when those championship matches happen and they play off that the challenger gets the better of the champion. Lola Vice, gave a nice backhand to JC Jane on NXT television, laid her ass out, knocked her ass cold, held the title out. That kind of lets me know Lola ain't winning it. And I like Lola Vice. Lola Vice is great. She has a great look. She has the credentials. She used to be a UFC fighter. Now she's probably one of the best looking UFC fighters I've seen. She shakes her ass when she wants to, and she kicks your ass all the time. But I don't think she's going to beat JC Jane. I don't think it is. But then again, you got to think who is I don't see nobody beating JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship that's not Blake Monroe. I don't see it. I don't see it. I would love for it to be Jada Parker. Jada Parker is over as fuck. But I personally don't see it. I'm just trying to follow on how they book these shows and what's what. Me personally, I wish I would have did an initial reaction when JC Jane first won the NXT Women's Championship from Stephanie Vacker. I sat here and I must have said no 100 times in this very spot that I'm sitting. 100 times when that ref's count hit 3. I said no that many times. I'm saying, if this doesn't result, Stephanie Vacker getting called up to the main roster, then this is all for nothing. Months removed, she's the women's world champion, and she's about to face Tiffany Stratton, the WWE Women's Undisputed Champion, for the Crown Jewel Championship in Perth, in Australia. So you eyes shut the fuck up about Stephanie Vacker. Love Stephanie Vacker. She's probably one of the hottest things in the women's division outside of Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and such on and so forth. I ain't gonna say that much on SmackDown. SmackDown ain't really got much. Jade Cargill is cold as ice. Did you see that match? I don't know. Now I gotta switch this up. Did y'all see that triple threat match on SmackDown last night? Very botchy. Jade Cargill took a steel chair to the face. And she had a nasty gash on the left side of her eye. And the botch when Nia was supposed to kick out was just terrible. The match just looked awkward. It had some nice spots, but it was just overall botchy. Just really, really, really overall botchy. I watched that match when I was this morning, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But these are the results, and we also got to also think about this. In these matches, are there going to be legit winners? Because TNA show came and just invaded NXT and took over the entire arena. Who says that the knockouts don't come out when JC and Lola are wrestling? Who says that the dudes don't come out when Ricky and Oba are wrestling? Does Trick Williams get involved in this? It's a lot of questions to be answered in this very show. I don't know. And that's the fun part about watching. It has this sense of unpredictability. Do they show somebody they've recently signed to NXT in the crowd? What do we see on this show? That's the one thing I like about the NXT shows. These are overall not predictable like the AEW shows or the regular WWE main roster PLVs. This has a sense of unpredictability. Also, I'm going to be doing you're gonna see it on the channel, a post review of the Stardom show. I know what happened. Saya Kamatani won the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. She defended the World of Stardom Championship against Azumi and beat her and got that second title. My girl Hanako, if y'all can look back on my wrestler analysis after the 5-star Grand Prix was done, and I praised how good her work was in this tournament, and this is something that could be a star-making moment for her. She just won the Future Stardom Championship from Hina. I will be doing a review of that show, so be on the lookout for that. But let me know in the comment section about this NXT show who y'all got for what, for who, for what y'all think is going to happen. Know what I'm saying? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for notifications so you know when I upload or go live, y'all right here with your mans. Dig what I'm saying? And hey, we've been putting in work these past couple of days while trying to give y'all wrestling content. Live wrestling content for me. I could be sitting in the room, taking my morning walks, going to the bus stop to handle my business. It don't matter. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section on what's going to happen on NXT No Mercy. Do we see a new debut from somebody they recently signed? Let me know what y'all going to think. And I'm going to get at y'all again. If I'm in the mood and I watch the show, I might give y'all an NXT No Mercy post show. I might give y'all that and give y'all a review. Y'all gonna get a review regardless, but if y'all want to see it like this, let me know in the comments and say, hey bro, yeah, review this show. Woo woo woo. And I got you. But yeah, I'm gonna get at y'all later. I'm SSG Coop. God bless y'all. Enjoy y'all weekend. Peace.